Thank you, Taiwo, for indicating that you can hear me. Good evening. Thank you very much. Welcome, Sauda Jimo. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome, Paul Silas. It's great to have everybody clocking in, or many people clocking in at the appropriate time. That's really good. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so we'll just wait a bit till we reach the 20 participants mark, and then we'll start immediately. Welcome, David Ganiyu. It's great to have you here again.
Thank you, sir.
Adroja Damilare, welcome. Claire, it's good to have you again. Kessie Notes, welcome. Paul Silas, welcome. Ijoma, welcome. So we're on the 16th mark. Tracy Ebiri, welcome. Welcome to the one-day career talk, which is now 2 days because our guests yesterday were dispensing information that proved very invaluable and will still prove invaluable in the years to come. So we are the 18th mark now. Hi, Doing. I can see your message in the chat box. Welcome. Okay, we have our 19th participant, Arujojoyi Ruth Konyesola. Welcome. Apologies, Precious Omoni. Welcome. Angel Nee. Welcome. Okay, so our 19th participant just checked in. So one more person and we start immediately. So while we wait for the 20th person, I'll just run us through what we did yesterday. Yesterday we had speakers coming, speakers like Nurse Adebayo, Abimbola, and Nurse Princewill Aghedo coming yesterday to give us stuff that would prove valuable for new nurses and then nurses that are currently working. So tonight, while Nurse Princewill couldn't complete his session yesterday because he had other important commitments, Mr. Princewill has been kind enough to reschedule another session with us today. And for that, we'd like to appreciate it. So briefly, I don't know how possible it is to do that briefly. I would like to read out Nurse Princewill's profile for those of us that were not here yesterday. So as quickly as I can, because it's a lot, I'll run through that. Can we still hear me, please? Please, I'd like you to indicate in the chat box if you can still hear me. Oh, thank you very much. That's great news. Okay, so Princewill Aghedo can be described as a global champion and an African frontier for inspiration and empowerment of nursing professionals to fulfill their highest potentials. He is currently still unlocking, championing and widening the perspectives of young nursing professionals by facilitating a culture of self-inspired continuous capacity development of young people across Africa. It shares a virtual hub of 10,000 digitally innovative nursing and midwifery professionals. 10,000, over 10,000 now, obviously, with key focus on championing healthcare promotion and human capital development of Nigerian nursing and midwifery workforce. This award-winning nurse is a project management professional, a UK certified instructor with an international award in delivering training, an American Art Association BLS, ACLS, and Art Saver instructor, and a licensed occupational health and safety professional by NEBOSH UK. Owing to his excellent record, he was recently appointed Special Advisor on Career and Academic Development to the Nigerian University Nursing Student Association, NUNSA, the official governing body for student nurses in Nigeria. He also co-founded the Men in Nursing Assembly in 2017. This young, vibrant, and innovative individual has interests in human capital development, global health management, and emergency medicine. Princewill Aghedo, popularly referred to as descendant of Nightingale, DNI, is a 2019 Art in Medicine Fellow and a young nurse delegate at the Nursing Now World Health Assembly Summit at the World Health Organization headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, 2020, and a member of the newly inaugurated Nursing Now Global Challengers Committee 2021. Wow. He has won some awards, still winning, as a young nurse, and some of which includes the Most Inspiring Nurse 2019, the Nightingale Media Awards, the Special Award for Capacity Development of Young Nurses and Midwives in Nigeria 2019, Special Award for Influencing Nursing Now Activities in Nigeria 2020, and Nursing and Midwifery Excellence Award 2020. At this rate, I would like us to just keep clapping in the chat box because this is quite a lot for an individual. Princewill currently works as a project manager for one of the leading British human capital development organizations in Nigeria, where they organize interactive, educative, and intellectually stimulating conferences, workshops, and training in healthcare, business education, and management. He currently manages projects such as the Nursing and Midwifery Career Support Programs, UK Outlink Conference. Yeah, I can see WAU in the chat box. Yeah, Health and Social Care Assistant Program, HSC, Career Support Program, and a host of others. To him, he believes that success is never an accident. It's always as a result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. To add to that, while I was working in a particular hospital in Nigeria, I met a group of students. They were health and social care students. And then I was interacting with them one time like that. And then they mentioned who the instructor was. They said it was Princewill. I was like, Princewill? What Princewill? They said Princewill. I was like, oh my goodness. Princewill has gotten here also. That's quite amazing. And that's quite inspiring for all of us that gathered here tonight. So with no further ado, I would like to welcome Nurse Princewill Aghedo, DNI, to the podium. Please, with a clapping ovation once again, please just welcome Nurse Princewill to the forum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Host, Mr. Oluwatobi Adewumi. Thank you so much. Can you make me co-host, please, first and foremost, so I can share my screen?
Sure thing.
Make me co-host so I can share my screen. Make me co-host so I can share my screen. Thank you. For those that are just joining, be generous enough to share this link to your status, to your group you belong. We should have at least 100 people here today. And good enough, we're going to have a giveaway today before the end of the class. So at least 3 people will receive 10,000 naira each for weekend stimulus. Yeah, so don't keep that opportunity to yourself. Yeah, share the link on your status, tag everybody. Let's have at least 50 people tonight. Yesterday we have around 48, but today is more packed and we should be generous enough to share. All right. I'm going to be asking questions. Everybody are saying wow, wow. You will answer questions. Yeah. Tonight I'm wearing the Squid Game attire. I was just motivated by the movie again, and um, I know you all are newly graduating students. You course a lot of hustle to become a student nurse graduate from PTS, where you were over 90. They did elimination. Some people dropped out to your junior block, intermediate, senior block, and some of after 90. In short, from the entrance was like 2,500, 3,000. They did interview for 400 people, and you were selected among the first 90. You passed your PTS, your junior block. So it has been a series of Squid Game. It has been a series of Squid Game, and you all are champions for you to be here now. And what you do with your championship determines whether you would be honored or valued. Okay, champions are always remembered for how much legacy they leave behind. So champions do not stop working hard. They keep pushing. They keep breaking new feats to sustain their championship. All right, so I want 50 people in the house. So please ask host, please put the link on the group again. Put the link on the what on this chat again, so people can share with their colleagues. Just give them the Zoom link, share it for free. At least you are not paying for the program, so it can be free to share. Share everywhere on your WhatsApp group, on your class status. Tell them that something is happening tonight. Yeah, let's keep it coming. So let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, that's great. I can see that I can share my screen now. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine.
So this song is for you all.
Know you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. Like iron from the fire, getting stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all, untouchable. A new animal. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I got the lightning inside me. Just watch. This is how legends are made. That's lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. Yeah.
If you can still hear me, please put JP on the chat box. JP, 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 JP. If you can still hear me, can you just put JP on the chat box? Just put JP on the chat box. All right, thank you. All right, so before I start, I have a video for you, a 2-minute video. Listen and be blessed, just like the way we say in church.
Today's assembly is about the start of the journey, the start of the rest of your lives. In 2 years' time, all of you will have been finishing your A-levels. In 3 years' time, you'll be studying across the world, studying at the university of your choice. In 5 years' time, you'll have started your careers. Many of you will be in this room working for the top institutions across the globe. You will then get married. You then may buy a house. In 10 years' time, your life will be set for you. In 15 years, you'll be 30. And from then on, your path, your life will be set.
Sorry, Mr. Headmaster. Let me tell you why that approach may fail you. I know people who graduated at 21 and didn't get a job till they were 27. I know people who graduated late at 25 and they found work immediately. I know people who never went to university but found what they love at 18. I know people who found a job straight out of college, making decent money, but hate what they do. I know people who took gap years and found their purpose. I know people who were so sure about what they were going to do at 16 and changed their mind at 26. I know people who have children but are single. And I know people who are married but have had to wait 8 to 10 years to have children. I know people in relationships who have someone else. I know people who love each other but aren't together. So my point is, everything in life is happening according to our time, our clock. You may look at some of your friends and think that they're ahead of you. Maybe some of them you feel are behind. But everything happens at their own pace. They have their own time and clock, and so do you. Be patient. At age 25, Mark Cuban was a bartender in Dallas. It took till 32 for J.K. Rowling to be published for Harry Potter after being rejected by 12 publishers. Ortega launched Zara when he was 39. Jack Ma started Alibaba when he was 35. Morgan Freeman got his big break at 52. Steve Carell only got his break after 40 years old. Virgin was started by Richard Branson at 34. Getting your degree after 25 is still an achievement. Not being married at 30 but still happy is beautiful. Starting a family after 35 is still possible. And buying a house after 40 is still great. Don't let anyone rush you with their timelines. Because as Einstein said, not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that's counted truly counts. And this is the most important thing. I want you to be able to create meaningful, purposeful, fulfilling lives for yourselves, and learn how to use that to make an impact and a difference in the lives of others. That is true success.
Okay, we can't see the video. Oh, you can't see, you can't hear the video. Okay, if you can see it now, let me know. Can you see it now? Type yes if you can see it now, please. You can hear and see now, right? Can you hear and see now?
Today's
Not yet.
assembly is about the start of the journey, the start of the rest of your lives. In 2 years' time, all of you will have been finishing your A-levels. In 3 years' time, you'll be studying across the world, studying at the university of your choice. In 5 years' time, you'll have started your careers. Many of you will be in this room working for the top institutions across the globe. You will then get married. You then may buy a house. In 10 years' time, your life will be set for you. In 15 years, you'll be 30. And from then on, your path, your life.
You can hear, we can see your screen, but not the video. Okay. So let me try one more time. If it does not work, I will just take out the video. But I thought the video will be very, very important to inspire some of you. I'll try it one more time. Can you hear and see now? Put on the chat box.
Today's assembly is about the start of the journey, the start of the rest of your lives. In 2 years' time, all of you will be finishing your A-levels. In 3 years, you'll be studying across the world, studying at the university of your choice. In 5 years' time, you'll have started your careers. Many of you will be in this room working for the top institutions across the globe. You will then get married. You then may buy a house. In 10 years' time, your life will be set for you. In 15 years, you'll be 30. And from then on, your path, your life will be set.
Sorry, Mr. Headmaster. Let me tell you why that approach may fail you. I know people who graduated at 21 and didn't get a job till they were 27. I know people who graduated late at 25 and they found work immediately. I know people who never went to university but found what they love at 18. I know people who found a job straight out of college, making decent money, but hate what they do. I know people who took gap years and found their purpose. I know people who were so sure about what they were going to do at 16 and changed their mind at 26. I know people who have children but are single. And I know people who are married but have had to wait 8 to 10 years to have children. I know people in relationships who love someone else. I know people who love each other but aren't together. So my point is, everything in life happens according to our time, our clock. You may look at some of your friends and think that they're ahead of you. Maybe some of them you feel are behind. But everything happens at their own pace. They have their own time and clock, and so do you. Be patient. At age 25, Mark Cuban was a bartender in Dallas. It took till 32 for J.K. Rowling to be published for Harry Potter after being rejected by 12 publishers. Ortega launched Zara when he was 39. Jack Ma started Alibaba when he was 35. Morgan Freeman got his big break at 52. Steve Carell only got his break after 40 years old. Virgin was started by Richard Branson at 34. Getting your degree after 25 is still an achievement. Not being married at 30 but still happy is beautiful. Starting a family after 35 is still possible. And buying a house after 40 is still great. Don't let anyone rush you with their timelines. Because as Einstein said, not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that's counted truly counts. And this is the most important thing. I want you to be able to create meaningful, purposeful, fulfilling lives for yourselves. And learn how to use that to make an impact and a difference in the lives of others. That will be true success.
Everything in life has its time and has its own clock, and ensure you make life meaningful and purposeful. All right, so that was nice one from Jeshiti. Let me see you in the emoji if you enjoyed that piece. Let me see you in the emoji if you enjoyed that piece. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I think I need a full screen, yeah. I don't know. Into this. All right, so you are welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. Yeah, yesterday I couldn't finish my section, so I had to reschedule for today. So yeah, we're moving on, and we're just going to make sure we move straight up. All right. I'm having issues with the screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm good now. So good afternoon. Good evening, everybody. You're welcome. So those of us that are joining today, I introduced myself earlier on yesterday. My name is Princewill Aghedo. I'm a registered nurse from Nigeria, and I am many things, but one of those things is that I am a human capital development coach. I help and support nurses, midwifery professionals to attain their highest level of potentials across every level of their development. All right, so quick up. If you were not here yesterday, if you missed my session yesterday, put on the comment section missed. If you missed my session yesterday, put in the comment section missed, because the plan is that I needed to complete that section today, and I have a new topic I'm supposed to take today as well. Host, send me a DM on WhatsApp. What topic did the other guest cover yesterday? So I don't have to repeat. Oh, we have people who missed it already. Oh, okay. People missed. People missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll start again. We'll start again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Princewill. Host, please, can you kindly record now? My name is Princewill Aghedo, and I'll just quickly be sharing my screen. All right, you're all welcome. Super excited to see you all today. We had a long day yesterday. From your meeting, I had to host another program, and yeah, I promise that I have to come back to ensure I complete this program. So here we are today, and fulfilling the promise we made yesterday. Okay, so I'll just be sharing my screen now so that we get everything rolling. Okay, so 1 minute, please. Get ahead with your nursing career. Besides, hope we all had a great day today. Hope we had a great day. Okay. Record is on. Yes, we did. Okay. All right. So I'm ready. So if you can see my screen, just put yes on the comment section. If you can see my screen, just put yes, yes, yes on the comment section. If you can see my screen, please put yes on the comment section. All right, thank you. So get ahead with your nursing career. Today we're going to be talking about what you need to do as a registered nurse to get ahead with your career. All right, so today's event will be able to give you information on Sorry, don't mind the banner. I'm repeating the same slide. So today's boot camp will be able to give you opportunity to make informed decision in your nursing career, supports you with tools and right orientation to help you transition from being a student nurse to registered nurse, and of course, assist you with tips and information to make job search less stressful. Provide counseling on career development pathway to those who have conflicting interests. Okay, and also to make life stressful for you in general, completing one stage of nursing as a student nurse and entering another stage as a registered nurse, trust me, that transitioning is not always very, very easy, especially if you do not have mentors, if you do not have role models or preceptors that can guide you into that new role. All right, so me in a jiffy, my name is Princewill, Aghedo, DNI. I am a registered nurse from Nigeria. I'm into nursing advocacy. Some of you must have heard the Defendant of Nightingale. I'm the co-founder of the Men in Nursing Assembly of Nigeria, and of course, HIC. I have an international award in delivering training, and I'm a UK certified trainer. Also, I'm an American Heart Association, BLS and ACLS and Heart Saver instructor. And yeah, I've trained over 1,000 doctors, nurses, and paramedical professionals on emergency care provider program. I'm also an international health organization accredited auditor and inspector. I've worked with the Yobe State Ministry of Health, federal medical centers in Nigeria to help upgrade their healthcare service delivery through clinical development program and of course, human capital development. All right, I'm single and of course, I'm searching for multiple streams of income. So any of you here know other streams of income where I can earn from, I'll be glad to get hooked up with that. All right, so today we're talking about career pathway for nurses and midwives, also career opportunities in nursing. We are also going to be talking about how to make more money as a nurse and educational advancement pathways, international opportunities, lot of things. But please note this, to the struggling Nigerian nurse, things will not automatically become easier. You must learn to be better every day. Soon, you will thrive, prosper, and conquer. Remember to take others along when you get there. I am taking you along on my own journey. I've not gotten there because the journey of life is forever till you stop breathing. You are going to be empowered. Some of you now, if they give you 30,000 naira, it's going to be like a big deal for you. But trust me, in 2 years from now, 18 months from now, you'll be able to confidently dash people 30,000 naira, 200,000 naira because of the level of exposure, job opportunities, and leverage that you have as a nurse already. So please, nursing must progress beyond individual. It must be collective, and we must continue to support ourselves across every level. Okay, so that was just a caveat to, yeah. So my journey to become a nurse, yeah, I don't want to bore us with that story today, but yeah, I've been a nurse for some time now. I finished from University of Benin Teaching Hospital, School of Nursing, yeah, and when I was in School of Nursing, I was always looking at why are there no opportunities in nursing? Why is nursing the way it is? Why are people not making things happen? So I discovered that the difference between where nurses are and where they need to be is an information they do not have access to. So I founded HIC in 2016. HIC is a virtual hub that I chair with over 10,000 nurses. We share information around job opportunities, migration pathways, or scholarship opportunities, grant application, and all of those things that can help improve the human resources of healthcare professionals in Nigeria. So since then, I've also went ahead to found the Men in Nursing Assembly of Nigeria. And just recently, I was nominated to represent Africa at the World Health Assembly Congress. So every year, 12 young nurses around the world between the age of 25 to 37 are invited by the United Nations World Health Organization to represent nurses at the World Health Assembly Congress. So you have to write an application. My application was among the 12 best, and I was representing Africa and Nigeria at the WHO headquarters in Switzerland. So I've done a lot of projects for nursing, and yeah, my journey has been so far so good, interesting, and challenging as well. So quickly, we're going to move to career pathway in nursing. We have only 36 people here. Where are others? Okay, so career pathway in nursing. Yes, some of us have graduated, all of us have graduated, and the question in our mind is what next? What next? How do I transition from this level to the next? What are the next things that I need to do? For some of us, it's education. For some of us, is to get married. Some of us is to JP. What's JP? To Jackpot. So if you are a JP enthusiast, can you put on the comment section JP enthusiast? JP enthusiast is an individual who is willing, ready, and already sensitive to leave the country as soon as possible. So if you are a JP enthusiast, just put on the comment section JP enthusiast, JP enthusiast, Jackpot enthusiast. You want to leave the country ASAP, just put Jackpot, JP enthusiast. So let me see. Oh, JP enthusiast. We have Sauda Jimo, JP enthusiast, Casey Note, JP enthusiast, Angelina, JP enthusiast, Abimbola, JP enthusiast. All right. So in this region, JP. Everybody's a JP enthusiast. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. May your wishes come true. All right. May your wish come true. May your wish come true. Okay, it's okay. Born JP. Paul Salah says a born JP. The born JP enthusiast. All right, so that's fine. It's pretty okay to have great goals, great dreams, great aspiration. You should always have people that will help you achieve your dream. And for those 35 of you that are here this afternoon or this evening, I know that you'll be able to get the most empowerment before the end of today. So what are the career pathway in nursing? Many of us, want to jackpot, jackpot and just jackpot. Jackpot is a process, but when you jackpot, what next after you jackpot? There are some foundation that you need to have before you can understand the importance of the level God has brought you to. In KG3 or in kindergarten, if they ask you 1 + 1, you say the answer is what? 2. Okay, but in the same kindergarten, if they ask you 1 - 6, what will be your answer in kindergarten 3? Your answer will be what? Impossible. What is 1 - 6? That you are teaching us something wrong. 1 - 6 is not possible. Okay, but once we get to primary school or when you get to junior secondary school, you're going to be introduced and reviewed to a new concept called equation geometrics, as well as simultaneous equation, that you now realize that 1 - 6 is actually a possibility. But for you to recognize this possibility, there's a level of journey that you must have passed through to appreciate the relevance of this information. Hence, 1 - 6 that seemed like impossible in kindergarten or primary school is now a reality in secondary school. Because why? You've been introduced to what? A new level of awareness, information, and your possibility becomes you have possibility because of the new level of insight that you have at that time. Okay, so career pathway in nursing, I'm going to be talking about them. So for many of us, it's post-basic. Some of us is BSc. I'm going to be advising us shortly what are the advantages of BSc, what are the advantages of post-basic, and what are the advantages of leaving the country. So difference between post-basic and BSc real quick. Difference between post-basic and BSc real quick. All right. So first for post-basic, let's look at the differences. For post-basic, enrollment are currently decreasing across Nigeria. Enrollment into School of Post-Basic Nursing in Nigeria are currently decreasing. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when they reached out to me and said, Princewill, please help us to advertise School of Post-Basic Optometry, School of Post-Basic Peri-Op, School of Post-Basic ICU, help us advertise, our application is open. More than 1,000 people will apply. They will have to shortlist and select just a few based on academic excellence. Nowadays, these same schools who used to receive more than 1,000 applications, they call on people that say, oh, post-basic for my art now. Guess what? These schools don't have applicants applying for their post-basic program anymore, because in short, even now, if they put in an advert, I know a school, very popular school, even here in Lagos, they put up an advert for post-basic, they have to postpone the advert once, postpone it twice, postpone it the third time with the hope that people will register for the program. But at the end of the day, only an infinitesimal amount of people registered. Okay, so post-basic nursing enrollment is what is decreasing. Why is it decreasing? Because people are not becoming much more exposed, getting much more aware that there are much more benefit of BSc over post-basic. Okay, so enrollment into post-basic are decreasing, while enrollment into Bachelor of Nursing degree program are increasing. 10 years ago, the numbers of nurses that had BSc to post-basic were very, very small, but now the gap is almost very, very high. So anything that is popular means should be, anything that is popular require an investigation for it to key into it or not. Okay, for BSc to become much more popular than post-basic, it means that there's something that is happening. Times are changing, seasons are changing, things are happening, the world is evolving. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, some of you, your parents are peri-operative nurse. Some of you, your parents are midwife. They did post-basic, they did everything, and they want you to do post-basic as well. You have to make them understand that things are changing, and with your BSc, you can get a master's in whatever area of career interest that you wish to join. Okay. So for post-basic, they have their own limitation. You can't obtain directorate position in government hospital. All right. So as at 2019, there was a new publication that was made by the Federal Ministry of Health that if you are in grade level, you cannot go above grade level 14 or grade level 15 with your post-basic. You must have a degree. That's why those matrons, those CNOs, those DNS, they are now running back to LAUTECH. They are now running back to OAU. They are now running back to UI. You're running back to ABU Zaria to go and do their post-basic qualification, because these are the institutions that you can do post-basic in Nigeria. Okay, let me just mention them. So there are four popular schools that you can do your BSc in Nigeria. The first of them is LAUTECH. You can do in LAUTECH top-up program. You can do in OAU. Then you can do in ABU Zaria, and finally you can also do in University of Ibadan. Okay, University of Ibadan. Can you see the screen? University of Ibadan. All right, so these are the four popular area you can do your a post-basic program. All right. Okay, so we'll talk about the differences. Government for BSc, you can obtain directorate position, meaning two people that graduate from the same school with the same experience. If one of them have a degree and the other one have a post-basic, the person that have a degree can automatically achieve a directorate status, while those that don't have a degree would not be able to achieve a directorate status. For post-basic, you have limited opportunities, but for BSc, you can apply for international opportunities to get a master's, to get a PhD, and apply for international grants. Okay. The purpose of post-basic generally is targeted at government jobs. All right. So many people actually do post-basic many years ago because they wanted to get a federal government job, and now the concept of job application is changing. Federal government jobs are not as interesting. They are not well paying as people expect it anymore. So the interest into federal government job are also decreasing. So people do post-basic because we want to work in the government hospital. They'll tell you that if you have only hour and you cannot work in the government hospital, so if you do post-basic, you can work with the government. But people are no longer looking at government hospital. People are looking at leaving the country and working in multinational organizations. All right. So for BSc, your opportunities are all limited. Okay. Then for post-basic, not quantifiable outside the nursing space, meaning you are doing an additional top-up program of 18 months that do not have any other value aside nursing. All right. So if you are applying to Nigeria Police Force, if you're applying to the US Army, your post-basic would likely not be recognized because it's just within the scope and practice of nursing. Okay. So, but for BSc is quantifiable. There are some forms that they're going to ask you to fill, and they'll ask you to put your highest degree. They're going to see bachelor's, you're going to see master's, you're going to see PhD, you're not going to find post-basic in many of those forms, okay? Meaning your post-basic is not quantifiable. It is just a professional certification. But for your degree is quantifiable and it can be used in any part of the world, okay? So I strongly advise you go for degree over post-basic in nursing. So you have low scholarship opportunities for post-basic, while for BSc, you have lots and lots of scholarship opportunities. All right, so NYC certificate is required for most political appointments nowadays, but for post-basic, you cannot get that. And also, let me add, many of you are looking at migration out of Nigeria. If you are migrating out of Nigeria and you're going to apply for, let me say, USA, some of the popular recruiting agencies you might want to use, for example, Harvard, Aghedo, Shearwater, all right? Many of them, they are going to ask you, and listen very attentively, they are going to ask you that, do you have a degree or not? If you do not have a degree, they are not going to allow you to apply for the position, okay? If you do not have a degree, they're not going to allow you to apply. So is that serious now that if you do not have a degree, you cannot apply to agency helping you to recruit to the USA? You can do your investigation and find out. I can tell you for sure for Advance, I can tell you for sure for Shearwater, I can tell you for sure for Aghedo. If you don't have a degree, they will not accept your application. All right, so please, as soon as possible, go and get your degree. Another challenge we still face is many nurses will call me. My father said I should do post-basic in midwifery. My mother said I should do peri-op. My uncle said I should do ICU. Your father, your mother do not know more than people who have excelled in the nursing profession. Your father can give you advice when it comes to spirituality. Your father can give you counsel when it comes to who to get married to. But when it comes to your career, your father is not a nurse consultant. Your mother is not a nurse consultant. Your mother is not a registered nurse. Even if she was a registered nurse, the time in which she was a nurse, what was popular in that time is not what is popular now. Hence, if she used the narrative of the concept of what was popular in that time to advise you, it means that you as an individual, as an adult, you're going to be living the life of your mother when other people are living the life of the 21st century. So you should be smart, stand up to your ground, and challenge your parents whenever they bring that discussion. Your mother says, oh, go and do midwifery first. And if you do midwifery first, we'll now go and start looking for a job for you in government hospital so that you can have a stable job, so that at the end of the day, you can have pension. Rubbish. This is no longer the era of pension. The era of pension is over. The era of stable job is over. What is stable in a salary of 70,000 naira? What is stable in a salary that is not enough to make your life stable? They say, oh, the salary is stable and your pension is guaranteed. Who told you your pension is guaranteed? Nigeria is going into severe debt, and pension in the next 2-3 years might no longer be paid. So don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody cajole you. Don't let your parents oppress you. Yes, I'm saying this now. Don't let your parents cajole you or intimidate you and make you feel like you must do post-basic so that you get federal government job. Federal government job is no longer popular. If you have it, fine. But if you have other opportunities, please take those opportunities and those benefits of a stable salary. What is stable? Government are owing salary to nurses every day, every time. So in their time, federal government job was popular. Why? Number one, in their time, they did not pay school fees. In their time, they were giving them food. So federal government had an agreement with them that if we pay your school fees for free, you work for us in a government hospital, because nurses were not many there. Now nurses are very, very many, and all nurses cannot work in federal hospitals. Okay, so please don't let your parents to intimidate you. Don't make your parents make you feel like, oh, you are doing something wrong by refusing to take federal government jobs. Okay, if you are catching the gist, put fire emoji on the comment section. If you are catching the gist, put fire emoji or put an emoji on the comment section. Put an emoji on the comment section if you are feeling the gist so far. Thank you very much. Okay, so so that was the difference between post-basic and BSc. So now let's look at opportunities in nursing. So for you as a registered nurse, before you take any other international job or any other thing, these are some of the industry where you can work. As a nurse, you are not limited to work in the hospital. Nursing is an healthcare professional. A nurse is an healthcare professional, and nursing is under healthcare. So under healthcare, we have different areas. We have administrative, we have clinical, we have educational, and we also have resource management in healthcare. All right. So working on the bed, medical ward, surgical ward are not the only area in nursing. There are numerous areas that you can work and you can apply for jobs and get employment. The first one is insurance nurse. Okay. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a job early, if you want to avoid depression, if you want to start earning decent salary, because the more you start earning, the more you can start writing international exam and the higher your chance of leaving the country. If you are earning 150, the chances of saving 50,000 naira every month to write IELTS or NCLEX is higher than somebody who is earning 30,000 naira in Ogun State. Hence, please listen to this part. Where you live, where you reside, determine how much you're going to be paid. In Nigeria, right now, your higher purchasing power is in Lagos State, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Lagos State, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. If you are listening to me from Ekiti, if you are listening to me from Ifon, Ondo State, if you are listening to me from Challenge in Oyo State, if you are listening to me from Jigawa, you have to ask yourself, how long will I earn 20, 30, or 40,000 naira before I go to the next level of my career? Hence, you have to start asking yourself, where are these jobs in nursing? There are jobs everywhere. Don't let anybody fool you. But where are the decent jobs? The same classmates of yours that are working in Abuja, you have some working in Ifon, Ondo State. Why can't you gain your own exposure, gain your own information, and also go to Abuja and work? So of all will say, oh, I don't have accommodation. You have to look for who can give you an accommodation. Look for hospitals that have accommodation. Look for your senior colleagues who live in those states. All right. In my story, I finished from nursing school, and 2 days after my nursing council exam, I finished from Benin City School of Nursing. I told my parents that I'm going to Lagos State, because for my nursing school, I've built network, and I believe that going to Lagos will make me earn more, help me save more, help me network more, attend professional development course, and I will be around where things are happening in the nursing profession. Lagos is where it is happening in terms of technology, in terms of healthcare, in terms of government infrastructure, in terms of entertainment, in terms of anything social development. The headquarters is Lagos State and Abuja, more often Lagos State, of course. So why would you want to stay back in Ifon to earn 30,000 when you can earn 150,000 as a newly qualified nurse in Lagos State, or earn as much as 90,000 as a newly qualified nurse in Lagos State? Lagos nurses are leaving the country every day. And trust me, job nurses, I know hospitals now that are meeting me to advertise for them, that nurses they have advertised for more than 2 months, nobody is applying, because all the nurses are leaving the hospital. So you newly qualified nurse, I can tell you that you guys are hot cake. You guys are hot cake, because you people are just finishing school. Some of you do not have license. These hospitals need you with your notification of results. Lest I forget, if you are finished from your nursing school or you are still in school, before you leave school, go to your principal office and collect to whom it may concern. To whom it may concern is a document written, stamped by your principal to show that this person, Agu Uche Favor, has finished from School of Nursing in Imo State, and this person is awaiting his license. He has written his professional exam, and he or she is ready to be employed. Without that documentation, getting a job might be Herculean for you. Okay, so the document is called To Whom It May Concern. All right, to get your To Whom It May Concern before you leave school. Don't just pour wine on your white shirt and just dance, post on social media and go. No, get your To Whom It May Concern before you leave that school. If you've not got to, go back and get it. All right, because you do not have a license at this time. Okay. All right. So leave Kwara State. Somebody is saying Kwara is worse. Is there any? Please, if you're in Kwara State and they are paying you peanut, leave Kwara State. Your father will tell you that, oh, you are. Let me tell you a story. There was a girl. She's in Osun State. She's an intern. She just finished nursing school. University of Ibadan. Trying to do her internship. She's staying with her brother in Osun. Her brother told her that, don't go to Lagos. You are a girl. How old is this girl? 27 years old. You are a girl. Lagos is not this. Lagos is not that. I told her that, do you want to come to Lagos? Or she want to come to Lagos. I asked her, let me speak to your brother. I spoke to her brother. I convinced the brother, and this lady is in Lagos. In less than 3 months, in 1 month, she has been able to rent an apartment. She has been able to get a job with a top hospital in Lagos State, and she now earned more than 100,000. So don't let your brother, your uncle, your sister tie you. They don't know anything about what is happening in Lagos. They only hear rumors. Okay, everybody can stay in Lagos. Of course, you need to be careful, you need to be cautious, and you need to take this easy. So leave where you are, come to Lagos. And in short, I'm not advising you, I'm commanding all of you on this Zoom session this evening. I'm commanding you to come to Lagos, come to Abuja, come to Port Harcourt, leave Ifon, leave Kwara, leave Ibadan. Don't say it's where I found myself. Now God will take me to the highest pinnacle of my destiny. God has given you access to information, and God would not do what He has assigned people to do for you. That's why He has brought me here to speak this new level of information to you. If you refuse to accept this information, God will look at you and keep silent to your situation. God will not carry you and say, dear my daughter, Aghedo Alakpo, it's time to go to Lagos. Come and enter this motor. No. It is true and information that God will speak to you. And I'm the servant of God this evening, advising you, commanding you, and telling you that where you are now is not going to be as profitable as you are if you come to where things are happening. So, of course, you have your own destiny, you have your own life. I cannot actually command you, but somebody is asking on the comment section. So, sorry, who can we get this document to whom concerned? Who can we get this document from? You can get the document from your school's principal secretary. Go to the office of your secretary of your school and ask for the document. Don't leave school if they don't give it to you. Okay? I only spent 7 days home just to my missed face, then jack back to Lagos to work in a place with accommodation. After 2 months, I got myself sorted out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So people are sharing testimony here. So please, if you can, get to Lagos State. I don't say, well, I don't have the money yet. Look for the money, borrow, and come to Lagos State, okay? So opportunities in nursing, number one, insurance nursing. Insurance nursing means nurses that work in HMO. There are different HMOs in Lagos State. Okay, so number one, you should need to do is to research them. Okay, so let me type out some of the HMOs in Lagos State. So research them out and yeah. Research this HMO out and apply for them. Look for people that are working there first, then apply from there. So the top is HYGEA, Hygia HMO. We have Total Trust, TRUST. We have Total Trust HMO. We have Avon. We have Oceanic Health. We have AXC Massage. We have Woodin. We have a lot of them. We have many HMOs in Lagos. Go online and search HMOs in Lagos. More than 40 HMOs are in Lagos. Okay. Yeah, somebody just put one on the comment section. Oceanic Health, Total Health Trust, ASA Massage. So if I can send the list to you later, I will. So as a nurse, you can also work in an HMO. Okay. As a nurse, you can work in an HMO. Don't let anybody deceive you or make you feel like, oh, you must work in the hospital. You can also work in an HMO. HMO means health maintenance organization. So HMO is just like an insurance firm where you as a nurse will be working as a call center officer to receive call for clients to prescribe medication and do your normal job. So you can also work in an NGO Okay, an NGO is a non-governmental organization where you can earn as much as 250,000, 200,000. So just search out for them. There are a lot of NGOs in Nigeria. Just go online to them and say, okay, NGOs in Abuja, NGOs in Lagos State, look for their names, check under their careers and start applying. Okay, start applying. We have school nurse practitioners. The legislation to open a school requires that every school must have a sick bay, and every sick bay must be manned by a licensed nurse. Okay, so those big schools in Lagos State are looking for school nurses. They're looking for school nurses. So as a nurse, you can work in the school. If you don't want to work in the hospital, you can work in the school, you can work in the NGO, you can work in the insurance company. All right. You can also work in the military. So if you are somebody who has interest as a military or paramilitary professional, you can work in the military as a nurse. And yeah, United Healthcare HMO. Yeah. So you can work in the military as well. So the police. So you can also work as an industrial nurse. Personally, I worked in Dangote Refinery. I worked in Dangote Refinery for 2 years as the resident care coordinator. And in Dangote Refinery, I had my accommodation. I was living in the staff quarters. I also had a car for those of us who are healthcare professionals. So we have a car, and we had laundry service done. So we just like we're living in the hotel. People wash your clothes, people iron them, people starch them for you. You eat 4 times a day. Basically, I was not using my salary to do anything because there's accommodation, there's transportation within the refinery site. There is also food. You serve yourself 4 times a day. So that was where I grew very, very fat. All the clothes I bought to the refinery did not size me again after I left. So you eat 4 times a day. If you want to eat 20 pieces of meat, nobody will talk to you, but it's you and hyperlipidemia that will face yourself when you get home. Start having different issues that will affect your coronary arteries. All right. So yeah, you can work as an industrial nurse. What are the type of industrial nursing job you can do? So you can look for places like ExxonMobil, places like Dangote Refinery, places like international breweries, places like international breweries, ExxonMobil, Dangote Refinery. Just look for industries where they used to make biscuits, where they used to make drink, Biloxi, May and Baker, all of those people that make drugs, all those industries that make biscuit, industries that make drink, they all have nurses. They all have nurses needed in their industries. All right, Chevron, thank you very much. Chevron, Shell. Someone is asking Princewill for real. For real about what? What I said? Yes, of course. In my last job, I had an official vehicle. I had accommodation. I had transportation. Everything, whatever you want to eat. So, like I said, the difference between where you are, where you need to be, is an information you don't have access to. So I know nurses who are earning 3 million in Shell. I know nurses who are earning 4 million naira in Lagos State here. So yeah, nursing educators as well. So as a nurse, you can become an educator. I'm a nurse educator. Like I said, I have an international award in the living training. I train nurses, I train doctors, I train paramedics on courses around infection prevention and control, BLS, ACLS, health and safety, nurse scientific house. In short, I've trained more than 1,500 nurses from 2017 to date across different programs. All right. So nursing educators are also very, very rich. Like for me, any training that I take per class, any 2-hour class, they pay me as much as 50,000 naira. If it is too low, 35 or 40,000 naira per class. So yeah, nursing educators programs are also there as well. So yeah, extra opportunities to make income in nursing. Extra opportunities to make extra income as a nurse. So you can gain extra income as a trainer. Yeah, so I mean, you work in Dangote Refinery before. Yes, I worked in Dangote Refinery before. And I resigned from the job. So that was like, people were like, how would somebody resign from Dangote Refinery? But I know that I was not a clinical nurse. I was not somebody who liked working in a clinical setting. I like more of education. I like more of management and administration. So yeah, I resigned from Dangote Refinery and I brought in other male nurses there to take up the job. So yeah, I was there before. Okay, so how do you get extra income as a nurse? Become a trainer if you have the skills, past knowledge. Sell scrub. Over 4,000 nurses have graduated. Who's going to provide scrub for them? Is it the Nursing and Midwifery Council? No, a tailor who has taken initiative. Imagine a tailor sewing scrub for nurses, and you as a nurse, you say, oh, you can sew scrub, who do you think they'll buy from? They'll buy from you as a nurse, because
nurse now. Yeah,
because they believe that you know more about nursing and you
you
can
know more about it. So
do some customization
yeah, you
and
can
stuff.
add some stuff.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So selling of scrub is also a very, very profitable venture. Volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
Volunteer.
If you've not gotten a job, please volunteer. Volunteer for churches, volunteer for orphanages home, volunteer for different organizations. Okay, don't always look for how much will they pay me. So we're looking for volunteer. I say how much. Please stop all of those things. Okay. If you are not here and you see on the WhatsApp group or a Telegram where they say, oh, we are looking for volunteer, your first question should not be how much. Your first question should not be how much. Your first question should be, oh, I'm very, very interested. What's the time? What's the date and schedule? At the end of the day, every reasonable organization that invites you to become a volunteer will give you something. Like for me, whenever nurses volunteer for me, the minimum we give them is 10,000 naira per day. So don't start saying, oh, how much will they pay? How much will they pay? Automatically, if I'm putting up an advert and I say, oh, we need volunteers in Abuja for a project, and as I say, how much? Automatically, that person will never even be in the team, because you do not know the word volunteering means. Volunteering is a selfless service, and of course, at the end of the day, you build network, and nobody will tell you to come and volunteer and let you go home for free. They're going to pay your transport, pay your feeding, and of course, give you something. But you don't think
to be
like
writing my notes.
how much? No. Okay, who is echoing what I'm saying? Somebody is echoing what I'm saying. Please, can you hold on for now? All right. So volunteer, register your NGO, educational consultant, medical equipment, online tutor, immunization nurses, and a lot of opportunities. Daycare center. As a nurse, imagine you have a daycare center where you take care of children. Nowadays, the world is becoming very, very complicated. People don't have time to take care of their children anymore. So say that you can provide a daycare center, you can also provide opportunity for them. It's also very, very okay. Okay. All right. So yeah. So taking a professional course makes you twice as tall as Burna Boy. I'm sure you know what that means already. So to advance your career, you need to take your professional development course that can help you reach out to the next level. All right. Number one professional course that you all must take. I repeat it, you all must take is BLS. If you've graduated and you've not done BLS, I say, oh, I don't have money. Where do I start from? Oh God, show me your way. Have mercy on me. Lord has come to your rescue today. You don't need to have so much money in your account before you do BLS. Okay? You don't need to have so much money in your account before you can do BLS. Now you can do BLS and get certification online. Okay, you can do BLS and get certification online. So I'm going to send you some sites where you can do BLS for free. Okay, the first one is Aghedo Health. Second one is NACPS. Safe Arts. Udemy. No, let's do this up on now. So freebls.com. So Aghedo, NACPS, Safe Arts, freebls.com. So these are sites where you can get BLS for free. Okay, so these are sites where you can get BLS certification for free. All right, so I'm taking that away now. So yeah, BLS certification is very, very important. So you should have BLS certification to boost your career. All right, so you should have BLS certification to boost your career opportunity. So don't just have a blank CV that say, oh, just your name, your date of birth. No, you should have professional development course like BLS. Ideally, the best BLS program that you should do is by American Heart Association. American Heart Association BLS is 30,000 naira. If you present AHA BLS and another person present BLS from, let me say, Aghedo, the person who has AHA BLS will be given preferential treatment over you, although some special. For example, if you're going to places like Dangote Refinery where they verify your certificate, you dare not bring Aghedo. The Aghedo is just like online, because you cannot learn CPRO online without real life practical. Okay, but for AHA, you're going to come face to face, do the training, pay 30,000, eat and get a verifiable certification. But all those Megito is just like accessory qualification that you can just add to show that, okay, you're actually taking your career serious. Because if you are a nursing professional, absence of CPD courses like BLS shows that you don't even have any self-inspiration to get qualification outside your RN certificate. Secondly, when you get BLS and all of those qualifications, it puts you at a higher pedestal over your colleagues who just have RON. Okay, and like in UK, USA, Dubai, you dare not work in the hospital if you do not have BLS. Okay, so you can get free BLS and free ACLS program. And from AH, I strongly recommend, if you have the money, do BLS and ACLS from American Heart Association. Do BLS and ACLS from American Heart Association. Okay, if you have the money. Then number 3, ECG training. All right, ECG training. Yeah, free. Some of them are free online. Different sites you can do that. Okay, get training on NEBOSH. NEBOSH is not a professional board for safety, or just do any health and safety training. There are free safety training online. Okay, health and safety is very, very important. Health and safety is very, very important. Okay, BOSET is basic offshore safety emergency induction. Those of you that want to start working in like I'm talking to you now, there are some nurses who are inside a ship in the middle of a sea. So some of you as nurses, a time will come, you're going to be working inside a ship for 3 months. You'll be inside a vessel for 6 months. You'll be in the middle of a sea. For you to be able to get those jobs, you must do courses like BOSET. BOSET means basic offshore safety emergency induction training, meaning you can work in a sea area, you know the safety protocol to carry out, and you can't see my shared screen. Is that correct? Is it true that I cannot see what I'm sharing on the screen? Please, somebody else should respond. Is it only Victoria? If you can see my share screen, put yes. If you cannot see it, put no. I can see. Oh, so it's only Victoria. So Victoria, reload your system. Reload your system. Okay. Victoria, reload your system. So BOSET, they will also have UHET. UHET is helicopter underwater escape training. So those that want to work in rig areas, these are trainings that you can do. IPC, I mentioned it yesterday. IPC is very, very important. Okay, IPC is very, very important. It is good you do IPC training. So let me also give you, like I said, since COVID-19 happened, many hospitals are now very, very sensitive towards infection prevention and control compliance. So if you are not IPC compliant, they are not going to give you much more opportunity. So you should get IPC qualification. So let me show you some sites where you can get IPC. IPC means infection prevention and control. Okay, infection prevention and control. So let me show you all where you can get infection prevention and control training. So for free, the first one is openwho.org. Openwho.org. Is it .org or .com? I think anyone or .com. Just check any of these two. Number 2, FutureLearn. FutureLearn.com. Number 3, IntelliCare. Number 4, Udacity. Okay, so even if you can just do in openwho.org or .com, that one is very, very reliable. It's directly from WHO. So any qualification from WHO is globally recognized. In short, why you should do this one is number 1, it is what? Globally recognized and internationally accepted. Okay, globally recognized and internationally accepted. So go to openwho.org and get a certificate for free. All right, build an account and get a certificate for free. Okay, openwho.org. All right. Yeah, so you guys if you are getting value, please put value on the comment section. Just type value on the comment section. If you're getting value, type value on the comment section. Type value on the comment section. All right. All right, value. Okay, so we're getting value. It's a free program, so yeah. it's good you're getting value for free. All right, okay. Value overloads. Okay, so okay. All right, so yeah, thank you. So these are the professional development courses that you should do. Okay, IPC, suturing, IP cannulation, and phlebotomy, so that you have to boost your CV. Okay, then educational advancement. Before I go to educational advancement, I don't want to forget something. So normally, if you want to do any course for free, these are the top sites that I recommend for you. Okay. Sorry, I need to reply this message. Just hold on, sorry. Sorry, very, very urgent. Okay, so if you want to get any online course for free, this is where you can get online courses for free. So permit me to give you some free websites where you can get online courses for free. I'll start from the top three based on the one that I use. Number one is Coursera, Coursera.com, or you can get the app. Okay, Coursera.com, or you get the app. Number two is Udemy, Udemy.com, or you get their app. Okay. Number three is Udacity, Udacity.com, or you get their app. Number four is Sailor Academy, Sailor Academy, SailorAcademy.com, or you get their app. Number five is LinkedIn Learning, LinkedIn Learning, LinkedInLearning.com, or you get the app. Okay, LinkedInLearning.com. So you also have edX.com, edX.com. You also have FutureLearn. So with all of these sites, you can get courses for free. As a professional, you should always be updating yourself. Okay, FutureLearn.com, or get the app. All right, you can also use Allison. Okay, Allison.com. So you can have any of them. So Khan Academy, Sailor Academy, all of them. So these are places where you can get free courses. So write them out. I'm taking them off in 1 minute. Okay. All right. So who is this? Omo, I go dey cry. Who is Ijoma? Why are you crying? Omo, I go dey cry. Ijoma, why are you crying? Somebody should help Ijoma. Ijoma says she did cry. All right. So let's continue. So I'm moving straight to educational advancements. This part, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to leave, don't leave now. Hold on for 5 minutes to listen to this part. Okay, she said, I mean, if I had missed this lecture, now cry you. Oh, you won't cry. You always have other source to get information. Appreciate your host, Oluwatobi, for making this work. Okay. Normally, this is what I present in some places and they pay me 100,000, 150. But yeah, here we are today, giving back. Okay. Educational advancement for nursing. Hey, nurses. I know a nurse who is in the UK and she's doing a BSc degree. Okay. She's doing a BSc degree in Leeds Beckett University. She's a registered nurse from Nigeria, and Leeds Beckett University is a 3 years degree program. Meanwhile, this nurse, she knows me personally. She has my phone number. So when I discovered, I asked her, why didn't you inform me before you started this degree? Why will you do a degree for 3 years in the UK when you have numerous universities that you can do that same degree for 1 year? So she was like, she didn't know early. She didn't know. If she had known, she would have. I was like, so you that you are here, you have the opportunity not to make the same mistake as that same lady. Okay. So educational advancement in nursing. Yeah, like I said, you guys should go for your BSc. Okay. So now I'm going to be telling you the difference between ODL, direct entry, and open university. Number one, if you are doing ODL, ODL means open and distant learning. ODL is open and distant learning. It means that you can learn from a distance while you can also work. Okay, so you have flexible time to work, and you can only have flexible time to study as well. So for ODL, you only come to school during exam or during tests. Okay, so like for those in LAUTECH, they only come to school only 2 weeks out of like 3 months or 4 months. Okay, you come to school just for 2 weeks. That 2 weeks, the first week is for test, the second week is for exam. You go back to your work. So you can gather your leave and still want to use to do ODL. All right. Then direct entry. Personal for ODL, you get the same certificate as those that finish from the university. They are not going to put on your certificate that this person went to ODL. In short, ladies and gentlemen, I went to ODL. I went to ODL, and I'm a guide of ODL LAUTECH. Okay. I was smart. As at that time when I went to ODL, they were like, the certificate is fake, oh, it's online, it's not approved. And you know, nurses now, they didn't do their research, they were not sure, they were just assuming that this is what it is, this is what it's not. And yeah, so I was the person that was able to like, okay, we were the first set in ODL, and now we have ODL certification. With the certificate, you can go for NYC. In short, with my ODL degree, I gained masters. I was able to get master's qualification from the United Kingdom. I applied to 4 schools, and the 4 schools gave me admission: University of Sunderland, University of Glasgow, University of Aberdeen, and Coventry University. These are A-class universities, okay, with my ODL qualification. So don't let anybody make you feel that, oh, ODL is fake or ODL is scam, okay? So with ODL, you can combine with training specialty. If you insist that you want to do medical specialty like peri-operative nursing or ICU nursing, you can combine it with ODL. Okay, so you can combine it, and you can continue abroad. Many of these ODL program, if you start from 200 level, 200 level, you can actually combine it. You can continue abroad when you leave. I don't know about now, but then you can actually continue when you're abroad. All right, and it's very, very affordable. For ODL, you don't pay more than 100,000 naira for ODL, and trust me, many of your school fees here were like 200,000, 400,000, 500,000, but for ODL, it's very, very affordable. All right, admission is sure. You know, dear, you don't need to write JAM, you don't need to write extra exam. Just send your documentation and you get admission. I'm sure of that for LAUTECH. Okay, so direct entry, ladies and gentlemen, direct entry. Well, for direct entry, personally, I wouldn't advise people to go for direct entry, because in direct entry, you lose quality years of experience. While your mates who guided in 2021 are now working in Reddington Hospital in their ICU, learning on the job, gaining real life experience, gaining career growth, going from just student nurse to become assistant unit head in 2 years or 3 years. You, in your own 3 years, you are going to start going to school again, direct entry. In direct entry, it takes your entire time. You must be in school every day. You are like a regular student. So why will you finish all the stress of nursing for 3 years and say, oh, you want to go to direct entry again for 4 years? So you start again from 200 level. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are my brother, if you are my sister, I will not advise you to go for direct entry. Okay? In direct entry, you are losing real life experience. Number 2, you are losing the opportunity to start earning money. The country is becoming very, very hard. You just finished school, your father has been paying 500,000. Now you want to go to school again, Abi. Start earning money and start going to school at the same time. Okay? So direct entry, you lose years of experience, you get the same certificate as somebody who went to ODL, and yeah, sorry, my dad. Hello? I'm on a Zoom meeting. I'm taking a class. I'll call you in 2 minutes when I'm done. So for direct entry, no flexible time to work. Okay, no flexible time to work. You must be working. You must no flexible time to work, and of course, rigorous school work. Okay, direct entry is very, very cheap, and of course, the admission is very, very competitive. Unlike OGL, where everybody apply and get a slot, for direct entry, if 1,000 people apply for direct entry, they will take only 46 or 30 because people already there. You just need like a few more people to join them. Okay, so please, instead of going for direct entry, go for ODL, or if you have the money, travel abroad and do your degree. Okay, that's the first option. I would advise all of you, if you have the money, travel abroad and do your degree. It's just 1 year. Traveling abroad for your degree will give you much more exposure, and of course, give you the opportunity to leave the country for more advancement in your career. You have new learning environment, and of course, you'll be able to network with people from other countries. Keep your questions, don't put your question on the chat box, all right? So we also have open universities. So open university is similar to ODL, just that open university is expensive. It's 4 years. Meanwhile, direct entry is just 2.5. ODL is 2.5 years. You can imagine ODL is 2.5 years. Direct entry is 4 years. Open university can combine with work, mostly for old people. And yeah, so yeah, thank you so much. I hope I've been able to at least share some quality insights for that short presentation. All right. Just some extra tip that I would need to add. Some extra tip. I just got some inspiration this time. So some extra tip I will need to add before you go is that number one, have options. Hello, you guys should, you all that are graduating should have options. Okay. I'm sure you saw the latest article by the Federal Minister of Employment, Chris Ngigi, saying that in 9 years' time, that any nurse or doctor that want to leave the country will sign an agreement that they work for 9 years, and that is likely going to start from 2022. I know you all want to travel out from the country. You all want to work abroad, work in the UK. Can the federal government stop nurses from leaving the country legally? The direct answer is no. Why? Because according to the United Nations Rights and Acts, every human being have the right to leave a country to another country legally if they have an opportunity. But can federal government indirectly stop nurses from leaving the country? Yes. Why? The federal government controls the NMCN. Without NMCN, you cannot get verified. And once you are not verified, you cannot get a job abroad. And secondly, Nigeria is among the list of countries by WHO that are understaffed, meaning they have evidence to show that WHO has banned recruitment from normally people from Nigeria should not be working in the UK. Okay, but just because of agency and some people can actually migrate. So if you are looking at leaving the country, you have to be smart about it. So number one, don't put all your egg in one basket. Don't just go through the work route only. If you are in this Zoom class, put education as an alternative option. Going through education to go and do your BSc is like going in disguise. In your mind, you're going to do your BSc, but in your mind also, you know that doing your BSc in the UK gives you 2 years to stay back and work. In that 2 years, write your IELTS in the UK, write your CBT in the UK, and continue from there. So that when they block the work route by next year, you will be going there as a student, getting your degree, and also working there very, very soon. Okay, so don't lay your egg in one basket. So let you write IELTS. As you're writing IELTS and CBT, start seeking for admission for January. University of Sunderland admission is starting in January. University of Derby admission is starting in January. So start seeking for admission. And the admission, you don't have to pay everything at once. You can make a deposit as small as £2,000. Look for your family members to gather and help you. Okay, so start looking at education pathway as another opportunity to go. Don't allow the confused people confuse you. All right, be smart, be smarter than your country, have your own personal sovereignty, know how to think ahead. Don't just think based on what people around you are thinking. Think smart, act smart, ask questions, and network. Okay, so before I used to advise people to write IELTS, but now I command people So I command all of you, whatever God you serve, in the name of the God you serve, to write your IELTS exam. Your IELTS exam will be needed whether you are going through the school pathway or whether you're going through the work pathway. So start writing IELTS. Remember, IDP have stopped, they banned IELTS IDP in Nigeria. The only IELTS you can write now is British Council. So please, before they ban British Council, and before British Council will tell you that you don't have any more slots, write it as soon as possible. Your future will thank you, your kids will thank you, and your family will appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, don't allow life to happen to you. Make life happen. Okay, so yeah, you need someone to sow a seed of progress in your thoughts. Okay, so I am sowing a seed of progress in your thought this evening, just to encourage you to take the right decision, develop yourself, live a better life, and have options. Thank you. Yeah, you have my WhatsApp number here.
Wow.
And you have my email address if you have any information.
Princewill, thank you so much. Wow. Like, wow. Thank you so much. You really touched and addressed a lot of things tonight. A lot of questions in people's mind. A lot of confused people are now getting clarity and knowing the next thing to do. Seriously, like a lot of people are actually waiting for a time like this just to get someone to spur them and push them and give this information. And I believe that a lot of people have gotten a course and a direction for their nursing career. Thank you so much, Nurse Princewill. It's a privilege to have you here in our midst tonight. Seriously, we do not take it for granted. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I think we have some questions in the chat box. I think we'd like to take them before we allow you to go. Nurse Princewill, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, sir, before you go, can you just help us answer this question? So, someone is asking that you said ODL can be continued even while abroad. How can we do test and exam then?
Like I said, back there when I was in ODL,
Like the person. Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so back then when I was in ODL.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, back then when I was in ODL, if you leave the country, there's a way you can write your exam through online portal. They have an online portal and they have their camcorder where they can record you and you can write your exam. In masters, people write their exam online. People write their BSc exam online. Okay, so it's more of a structural learning management system that they use, a special application. But I don't know if they still do that now. All right, but yeah, I also know people that when they got job in the US, in the UK, they just kind of abandoned their whole DL program. Like, I rather go to USA and start my degree all over again. Like, I rather start in UK all over again. So yeah, if you start ODL and a better opportunity come, fine. But if you do not have any better opportunity outside, I want to start ODL, please grab it as soon as possible. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think the person that asked that question has gotten the right answer. Okay, someone is saying so.
I have just like 5 more minutes, please. Can we ask the question? So I'll be glad to receive your questions in the next 5 minutes. Thank you. Host, are you there?
Yes, I don't think his network is actually helping him. So I would actually suggest we go to the chat box and just pick the questions yourself.
Okay. So, can someone with BSc further abroad? Of course, yes. If you have a BSc from Nigeria, you can further abroad to go for your master's and go for your PhD. In short, from RON, you can get master's. That's the master class for another day. You can get a master's with your RON and with your post-basic. So, yeah, if you have a BSc, you can further abroad to do your master's and your PhD. All right. So, my questions are up on this chat box. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You said USA agency will prefer candidates with BSc. And I also heard that BSc is not approved outside. That's a lie. BSc from Nigeria is approved every part of the world. Okay. That's a lie. BSc from Nigeria is approved in any part of the world. Okay. Please, where did you do your NEBOSH? I did my NEBOSH with hybrid, HYBRID Lagos, hybrid HSC Lagos. I got a fully funded scholarship of 250,000 naira from hybrid. So it was a scholarship from hybrid. Yeah. So hybrid Lagos, they are the best organization to do NEBOSH in Nigeria. They have hybrid in Kwara State, they have hybrid in Port Harcourt, they're in data. So just search hybrid HSC, look for their customer care number and ask for inquiry. They have, you can do health and safety level 1, 2, or 3, but I'd like to do level 3, it's going to be around like 30 or 40,000 naira. Sir, can you not study medicine abroad? Well, as a nurse, why do you want to study medicine? That should be your question. As a nurse, you can become a doctor. You can become a doctor of nursing practice, PhD. Okay, if it is doctor name that you want, you can be a PhD as a nurse. You can also be called doctor. So, if you want to study medicine abroad, why not? Anybody can study medicine. In short, being a nurse prepare you to get much more admission to study nursing. Please, sir, please. I didn't get the part where you said they have banned IATS. I said that IATS IDP is no longer accepting applicants in Nigeria. So meaning the two providers for IATS in Nigeria is IDP, MOD, and British Council. Okay, and now IATS, MOD have stopped accepting applicants in Nigeria, only British Council. So I'm saying that before British Council start getting filled up, since there's no more MOD, in short, in the way British Council is now, if you register for IATS in December, you only get a slot to write in March or April. So the earlier you start, the better. Please, I didn't get, okay, I've taken that. Just to have many conferences to getting a good job. I know what we're talking about. So yeah, I think that's all the questions on this area. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How do we assess British Council exam? Please go online and search for British Council. Just go on Google and type IATS British Council. IATS British Council. Type it online and you see it. Thank you. My question is still up there. Type it again, please. I can't find it. I'm in a Zoom meeting. Can you come in 30 minutes, please? I'm on a Zoom meeting. Thank you. My question is still up there. Type it again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Thank you. Assuming I got a Canadian BSc 4 years admission, would you advise I go for it? Because I don't like the UK. Tell me, why don't you like the UK? Because some of you, they've told you many bad things that are not real. You've not been in the UK, you say you don't like the UK. You can only say you don't like something that you've tasted before. It's just that they gave you cappuccino juice, and you say I don't like cappuccino. Meanwhile, you've never drank cappuccino before. But because you heard of hey, cappuccino is this and that, you only have the right to hate what you've experienced. Something you've not experienced, you cannot hate it. So why don't you like the UK? Let me hear the lie that they've told you about the UK again. Why don't you like the UK? You want to go and do Canada 4 years when you can do UK 1 year because you don't like the UK. Why? Why? That person should tell me why. Thank you, sir. Having finished from SYN last year, okay? Thank you very much, Princewill. You are far too kind. Thank you. So can one do both IATS and also ODL at the same time? Yes, but do IATS first. Do IATS first. Book to IATS now. Take loan to book IATS now to be able to study abroad and to be able to get a job. IATS will soon, by June 2022, there might not be nursing migration from Nigeria anymore. Keep that to yourself. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. All right. So, host, am I permitted to go now?
Yes.
All right, Princewill, thank you so much. Before you go, please. Hello, Princewill.
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Princewill. Before you go, please, can you just give us your last word of advice for every participant in this meeting? Just something to take home. You've given us enough already, but just give us the
So
what do we call it now?
one more
Take
thing.
away.
So yeah, final advice for every meeting, every conference, symposium, training, or seminar that you attend, there's this momentum to feel excited. Okay, the overall goal of learning a new information is a change in behavior. If there's no change in behavior, if there's no action, every momentum that you've taken here today, trust me, by tomorrow you'll feel depressed again. So take action now. Write out what you are going to start doing. Write out on a plane, on your jotter, on your notepad. What action will I take after this Zoom meeting with Princewill? Will I go and look for loan to take IELTS? Should I go and read more about British Council? Should I check the available date for British Council? Should I look for available HMOs in Nigeria? Who do I know in Lagos that can accommodate me? I'm going to Abuja from what Prince you have said in December. Who in Abuja can accommodate me? I'm going to write my IELTS. Who has passed IELTS that can help me? Who can give me money to register for IELTS? Where can I study in the UK for 1 year so that I'll be able to leave Nigeria early as possible before they ban nurses from going to work with? Take action. Take action. Take action. Number 2, look for people who have gone through this journey before you and hold them in their hands. The mistake that I've made that took me 4 years to make, with my experience and what I've learned from it, if you are going to ask me for my advice, you are going to be saving 4 years with just a 2-minute conversation. You cannot do it all by yourself. Look for people that have been there and that have done that. All right. Look for networks, look for mentors. Number 3, join Professional Nursing Association. Join WhatsApp group, at least 3 WhatsApp group. Join Telegram group, at least 3 Telegram group where you have other nurses, so that you're able to learn perspective, share ideas. Number 4, open your LinkedIn account. LinkedIn. As a nurse, you must be on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is greater than Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. LinkedIn is greater than Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, or Twitter. Small Nyash the Sheko should not have any business with you. Wife will be wife material. You are not a wife material. You are not married. Leave all of those things now. Focus on your career. If you want to be a wife material, you must have money that will make you beautiful, that will make a good man to be attracted to you. Small Nyash the Shake is not for you. It's not your concern. Spend less time on social media. Focus on your career. This life is getting much more complicated. Number 6, start advancing in technology. As a nurse, you must have at least an evidence that, oh, you have insight in technology. Telenursing is taking over. Care City Code by Oluwatobi, join him and join what he's doing. Get qualifications in technology, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, graphic designing, virtual reality, augmented reality. Know what is happening in the telecommunication world. Number 4, and number 7, don't give excuse that you don't have data. Data now is a part of life. Just like the way you need oxygen, you need accommodation, you need clothes. That's how data is. Data is a mineral resources. So make sure you always have data. Oh, I cannot do 2 minutes, 2 hours. No. Look for how to strive to get more money. And that's why you need to start a job as early as possible. By December, give yourself a challenge that by December, I will start working, and tell yourself the salary you will get. This is how it works. Program yourself and say, okay, I'm in Osun State now. What can I do that can make me earn 80,000 naira from next month? Number 1, get a job. Where can I get an 80,000 naira job? Lagos State. Good. Where in Lagos State can I go to? Who is going to help me in Lagos State? Write 5 names of potential people that can accommodate you. Number 1, my church. Number 2, Senior Lide. Number 3, my uncle. Number 4, my grandmother's sister. Number 5, that my friend I met on Instagram. Talk to people, connect with people, and come to Lagos. Don't allow your mind to defeat you and say, you cannot come to Lagos, so it's very difficult. No, I came to Lagos without knowing anybody. to live with my senior colleague from school because I was respectful, because I was loyal. Many of you in nursing school, you don't greet people. You say, well, I'm on my own. No negative vibes. Nobody should associate with me. You're all by yourself. And now life is all by yourself for you too as well. Connect with people, build network, get opportunity to start earning. Most importantly, start earning as early as possible. The earlier you start earning, the more you can improve your opportunities by taking advantage of these resources, okay? Earn early so that you can save and take advantage of this information. If you start earning early, you can buy data for yourself for one month without feeling frustrated. Some people, if they're earning 15,000, they cannot buy data. So look for where you can start earning. Put yourself on the list. I want to start earning is 100,000. It's possible. HMOs pay nurses 100,000. NGOs pay nurses 100,000. Look for who are the nurses that are working in those HMOs that can recommend you for the job. Don't bank on submitting your job through CV and through email. The easiest way to get a job now is through recommendation and reference. Who can recommend you from this organization to get that job? Who can give you a reference that, oh, this person can work in this hospital? Call your senior colleagues. They have been in Lagos. They've been in Abuja. They have vacancies and they are the easiest people to help you. But most importantly, involve God in this journey. God is great. God is king and God is merciful. All right. Follow me on Facebook. In short, follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me. Let me put my LinkedIn. If you are new to LinkedIn, don't know how LinkedIn works, just follow me. Princewill Aghedo. Follow me on LinkedIn. Everybody follow me on LinkedIn today. Then give me a recommendation, okay? Just give me a recommendation and say something good about me on LinkedIn. So that's for LinkedIn, LinkedIn. Then for Twitter, follow me on Twitter too. My name on Twitter is Aghedo Princewill 4. Aghedo Princewill 4. Then follow me on Instagram, Aghedo Princewill. All right. Facebook, same thing. Follow me on Facebook and I'll follow you back. All right. Once again, thank you very much, Toby, for hosting this tonight. Thank you so much. Signing out now.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Aghedo Princewill. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. A great privilege to you know again and you've opened. I'm very sure our participants tonight are grateful, and a lot of us here are happy and excited to know you. You are a blessing to nursing profession. You are a blessing Princewill. Thank you so much, sir, for tonight. Thank you so much for joining in this program, putting up this event. On the WhatsApp platform, tell us how this event has helped. Give us the feedback of what you've gotten so far on Zoom. Will also be posted on the WhatsApp platform.
send the link. Sorry, everyone, my went off. So I'd like to good night, everyone, and moment with everyone here. And my sincere desire as we continue in our nursing career pathway, that we will all attain the highest level and will all peak of our career. Thank you so much once again for joining this event. Really appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.